Woo!
Hello,
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 hello, hello,
hello.
hello. Hello, everybody.
How y'all
Welcome to the
doing?
show. Hey, James.
Hey, Larry, what's going on, bud?
Not much. How was your turkey day?
Oh, it was good, good, good.
Good, good,
We
good.
even,
And we have a new face there.
yeah, we do.
That is Justin. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing pretty good. And yourself, gentlemen?
Oh,
Doing awesome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you much.
How
yeah,
was your
welcome,
Don't mind
welcome.
Thanksgiving?
me. It was as best as it could be. Being at home with the stepdaughters and the
Pretty
fiance and the dogs.
nice. Pretty awesome. You're
Nice.
home, James. You're
Moving
not
the
home.
table, so hold on.
Nope, we're not home,
And
but
when are you going back out?
we leave out tomorrow morning.
Cool. Where are you headed
But
to?
uh, I'm still on the Walmart dedicated account out of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. So
How much
I,
longer you got for that?
tomorrow's the last day.
Tomorrow is the last day, and then you're running wild all 48 states.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the open board. So
Nice. The
probably get
load
a
board
couple
is
days.
so fun. Have you
We
done a load
prob
board before?
no,
It's a blast.
we're gonna probably get a couple days off while Landstar locates us a trailer, and
Oh, that's right.
then
You need a new trailer.
as soon as they get us a trailer, we're gonna be hopping and popping.
Hey, we're getting a new trailer also. They ordered brand new trailers, and they're going to be handing them out in a couple weeks here.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, brand new. I mean, just brand new. So
But we still had a good Thanksgiving because we were able to make a feast in the truck. We had our turkey, our stuffing, our mashed potatoes and gravy, corn. We had pigs in a blanket, two different types of cheese logs,
Go play.
and
Go
pink
play.
salad
pink
and
salad.
and pumpkin pie, all made in the truck.
Did you live it?
We lived some of the cooking, but we also went live last night because we went out and we attempted to give away 3 or 4 plates of food
I
along
heard it.
with some of the gift cards for Treat a Trucker. We actually only gave 1 plate of food away, but we gave 2 of the gift cards away.
Cool. I would think food right now with COVID running rampant would be kind of scary for people.
Yeah,
Although we did it last year.
unless it's sealed and packaged, they didn't want it. So
Yeah. People are getting weird now. It's the COVID thing.
no, it's not.
I mean, Weird's been around for a while. It's just catching up a lot more.
Weird has
I
been
think
around for a while. All right. So I guess the subject of the day is hours of service.
yep,
Who wants to start?
you do.
Well, hold on. Let's get some comments here.
You
Oh,
want a
whoa,
special guest star?
shut up. Okay, here we go.
Good evening, Chad.
Chad says, "Good evening, guys. Good evening, Chad."
And see, now
And
you're gonna
my
make me
hey,
get my glasses
guys.
out.
And Chris Johnson, hi friends. Hi, Chris.
Do you
Oh
get to
God.
keep that trailer? I probably won't. I don't know if Larry does or not.
I'm getting a new trailer in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's what she was asking. Do you get to keep the new one?
Oh yeah. It'll be my new trailer. I thought she was talking about you swapping trailers.
Yeah,
No.
no, I won't. I won't get to keep the trailer because Landstar we swap them out all the time. But
Oh yeah, the new trailer I get, will be mine. I never drop and hook. Never. Every one of my lives are live loads, live unloads.
That's how mine are. Every once in a great while, I get the opportunity to switch out due to unforeseen circumstances. Usually, this last time I got lucky with a newer trailer. So
This one we had
Well,
was sitting in the yard for a year and a half,
oh
and
oh,
wow.
good lord.
first thing I had to do was take it to the shop and get so many repairs on it. It's so old. Kathy, hi
Yeah.
people. Hi Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Okay, this is getting weird.
Oh, okay. Hey, Daniel. How you doing? You doing good? I hope. Daniel is left out this afternoon with his trainer.
Oh, right on.
He's headed from Las Vegas down to, well, here to Hopkinsville actually, and then from Hopkinsville they're going down to Florida.
Oh, right on. Well, welcome. I guess he's a new driver.
Yes, sir.
Welcome,
Nice.
Daniel.
Fresh out of school.
Glad to have you. This keeps okay. I got to hold on 1 second. It says I got to scroll down because it keeps messing up. I don't know what is going on with this computer. Do I need to get this out of this? Shoot. I think I just did something. Lori Lynch says, hi, guys. Daniel, my trainer is awesome. His trainer is awesome.
Cool. Glad to hear that, Daniel.
That is a great thing, Daniel.
That it is.
Facebook user, there's a new strain of
There's a new
COVID.
strain of COVID.
When
I hope it's
isn't
not-
there?
I hope it's not called Larry.
No, it's spread by food.
And Randy Thomas, sorry, I'm out of hours. He can't watch
Come
anymore.
on,
He's out of hours.
Come on, you can't spare 3 for me?
Oh, Cassandra is one of the stepdaughters.
Yeah, they're in the other room.
Oh, that's your stepdaughter?
Yeah, they're watching the
That's
feed in the other room with Chris.
Right on.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
Well,
Nosy
welcome,
women.
Cassandra. Nice to have you on. Okay, I don't know how to get rid of this stupid thing. Oh, it looks like she gave happy faces. Mike, who let the big man watch y'all? Not really sure, Mike. Carol, hi, guys.
He's fine. He already came up and got in the feed once. Yeah.
And Facebook users. Hi, Daniel. Hi, James.
Hi guys.
Facebook user.
Hi, Facebook user.
Hey, Daniel. He is awesome trainer.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Back up. Cassandra, favorite part about being a trucker and why?
I like to travel.
I
Who
love
wants to go first on that one?
Go ahead, James. James, go ahead.
Okay, my favorite part about it is the constantly traveling. I love seeing different places all over the country.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. The view from my windshield.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my absolute favorite part.
For me, it's more serenity and the peace and quiet. Just being able to get lost in the element of Mother Nature itself. You know, you kind of look at everything around you. Like sometimes you get lost in even thinking about how many years it took for that to form, and you know all the stuff you learned back in school and how you can relate to the stories of the early gold rush or the expansion of the early Midwest. And it's phenomenal to kind of just have your mind go to those places, let alone seeing it in person.
Right.
And thinking about if those trees could tell stories.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I'm driving on the road and just thinking back in the golden days that I'm driving a truck on this road. Back then, they had a horse and buggy carting through this, what I'm driving on right now.
Oh, yeah. Early days of the Pony Express and, you know, going from one old little farm town to another farm town just because, and those were really only your trading posts, if not your general stores. Like if you wanted steel, you had to go to the big city, and for them, you know, today it would cost thousands and thousands of dollars to have something like that shipped in from a big city or whatever. But I mean, nowadays
like
you can go 5 miles down the road
and then a 4-day trip back. And Daniel, he's driving right now.
Cool.
And,
I hope he's not on the feed and driving.
Watching us. When break is over. Oh, break is over. Okay, I seriously got to figure out this computer. I'm on the laptop. I got my phone right here, and I got the laptop up here, and I got the comments there. But I've tried to scroll, and it's like it shoots all the way to the top, shoots all the way to the bottom, and oh my god!
Oh, I hate it when
Cassandra,
Facebook does that crap.
we
Well,
are
Facebook does
helping.
that.
Yeah, it's Facebook. Yeah, I just moved the ball just a little bit, and it shoots all the way to the bottom. And if I try to move the cursor down, it does the freaking same thing.
Yeah,
We are
with
helping the algorithm. Y'all going to be famous today. All right, Cassandra, thank
Kids.
you. Mike, I want to travel around. Daniel, we are. Oh, Flagstaff, Arizona. I absolutely love Flagstaff. You
I
guys
just
like
came out
Flagstaff?
of there last week.
yeah, Flagstaff's not too bad.
I like it. It's pretty fun. It's a
Don't
good
get
drive.
stuck in Flagstaff during a snowstorm, that's for sure.
No, we have.
I
Been there,
have.
done that.
We have, yeah. Yeah.
Storm came in and the streets were iced over in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. Been there, done that.
I took the detour. I went down to 17. I didn't even want to go any farther.
Oh no,
But-
I actually had to shut down. I was going across 40 at the time, so
Yeah, we were going 40, and the snow started coming, and it was like coming towards us, and we were headed west. I'm like, I'm
Yep.
not going any farther. I shot down to 17 and went around it, and then back up later
Yeah,
on.
I don't
Went down to
remember.
10.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't remember who you
I
just
went
had
down
up there
to.
for one of the comments, but he said the guy that's coming through Flagstaff, if he's heading east, he better watch out for that construction in New Mexico.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. They're definitely
Yep.
heading east because they're heading to Kentucky. They're heading out here to Kentucky.
Yeah. Everett, hello, Larry James, and owned. That's Justin. Yeah, that is Justin. Let's see, Kathy. Hi, James. How's the wife and
Oh,
the two babies?
Katie. Katie is one of
Katie
our favorite
Blankenship.
fans. She's one of our favorite fans on Rolling with the Underwoods, but she is hard of hearing. So we have our fans answer her back for us. And Katie, we are doing wonderful. Lori and the babies are in the back right now. Uh-oh, we lost
I'm going to
Larry.
assume I think we lost Larry.
Oh, hang on a second. Hey, wife, let Angie know that we lost Larry.
No, he's back.
Oh. Okay, we're back. Uh-oh. Maybe not.
I think
Can't
he's
hear
still
him.
trying to figure out his mic and everything.
Yeah, I know. Pardon us during our technical difficulties.
Operator error.
Operator headspace and timing.
I mean, it's no worse than the dog next to me.
Larry, we still can't hear you.
Real. Washenko, baby.
Larry's more than likely going to have to back out and come back in again.
Now what? X.
Oh, there
Can
you
hear
are.
me now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you're very echoey.
Yes, that's why I don't use the computer. My phone died. It got hot. It was sitting up here. It got hot, so now it's not working because it overheated.
That,
Let's see if I can. Let me try something here. Let's see. Speaker. What if I drop it down? Okay, what about now? Is that any better?
yeah, I can hear you good.
Yeah, that's why I don't use a computer. It has echo problems. It has all kinds of problems. Oh, my phone is on fire. Holy crap.
Well, if it was water resistant, you could drop it in a sink of cold water or cool it down faster.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I could feel the heat coming. I could set it right there on the monitor on the laptop. I could feel the heat coming out of there. I turn it off. All right, sorry guys. Damn. Now where were we on the comments? Do I have one up there?
Yeah. You put one up from Katie Blankenship.
There it is. Okay, found it. Here's the next one. Hi Sam from Lori. Elizabeth has a blank. Nothing showed up. Brandy Ray says, "Hey guys, hi Brandy."
Hi, Brandy.
Cassandra, if you can talk about it, what was your favorite or most exciting load? Go ahead, Justin.
I got
Pass
one
it
for
out.
you. So, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I don't remember exactly, but when the hurricane came through Houston, me and my teammate, we actually got to be part of the FEMA relief, and Nestle actually paid us the miles to go from, oh goodness, where was it? I want to say somewhere outside of Atlanta. We picked up at one of the Niagara bottling centers, and they paid us to drop it into Houston, but to bobtail the rest of the way to their main facility in Stockton, California.
Nice.
So kind of being a part of that, being a part of the FEMA relief, we technically dropped the trailer in somewhere in Alabama. They actually had a designated FEMA facility, but just to be a part of it was pretty amazing for me. So
I did some COVID, the medicine. We've done some of those, but my favorite one was going to Kennedy Space Center and taking a load all the way out to almost the launch pad. So that was my favorite place to deliver. We were all the way out there. We saw the big building where they wheel out the shuttles. That was pretty cool. That was my favorite.
Well,
Your turn, James.
Mine wasn't really so much a favorite as it was exciting and scary at the same time. Was actually during Hurricane Ida. I was supposed to be delivering in Louisiana, and so I got down in there, started driving the night Ida hit the coast. And when the truck started rocking on the highway, the rain started falling, I pulled off and shut down. And I wound up spending the night. Ida got within 15 miles of my truck. The eye of the hurricane was within 15 miles of me in my truck. So
Wow.
it was a little scary. I was rocking most of the night.
That's crazy.
Little
Well, I'm glad
scared.
you're okay. That would be a scary one for me. All right. Brandy says, "Hi, Justin, Larry, and James." Hey, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey.
Noah, this is my boss. Hi, Larry. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yes, Noah, we are doing awesome. He is my boss. Hey, Noah. And Kathy Cutler. My birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, Kathy. And David Straub. Okay, now something's blocking it. What is that? This is annoying. David Straub. Good evening, guys, from Missoula, Montana.
Been there a couple times.
I have not been there. And yell again. It's kind of snowing in Flagstaff a little bit. Yep. Justin just warned you. Cassandra, Greenfield,
North
I lost
Carolina.
you. God dang it.
Cassandra Jackson in the other room.
And Brandy,
You know,
Kathy Color, happy birthday. Mike, what does
I've got
Mike
like
have to
6
say? I
trolls back there.
And Mike said, happy birthday to you. Kathy Color, aw, thank you, everyone. Daniel Shapersky. What
construction in New Mexico?
What construction in New Mexico? Everywhere.
Okay. Especially west of Albuquerque. There is about a 2-mile stretch of construction heading eastbound the other day. It was probably about 3-mile backup when I got into it. Heading westbound, it was about a 25-mile backup. And there was I actually shared an article about it from cdllife.com on Chasing Miles, talking about the severe backup of New Mexico construction. So apparently the DOT is trying to work on something to figure it out. FMCSA is getting involved apparently. I don't, but it's pretty severe.
Oh, wow.
So you mentioned it, Chasing Miles. Tell us about Chasing Miles.
So Chasing Miles is so Chasing Miles is something that we've started since actually meeting you, Larry and Angela, seeing what you guys do and are becoming a part of here on Truckers TV, with Treat a Trucker, also with Larry and Lori with the Underwoods. We think it's absolutely phenomenal. It looks very fun loving, and we'd love to be a part of it, especially with the Treat a Trucker program.
I saw you guys got some cards.
Absolutely. We have not been stalling, so we do apologize. We just
no problem.
I'm only home for a very, very short time, and unfortunately, the last few days I was running before coming home for Turkey. I was kind of really pushing the envelope with my clocks and everything else, so I just didn't really have the time for much. But since you guys introduced us to all of this, we wanted to become a part of it. So we came up with Chasing Miles with the Clarks. As of right now, we're going to be streaming from the Truckers TV fan page. We'll eventually branch off into the Truckers TV and become part of the 360 View, which has the sponsorship from the Weather Channel. But we think it's absolutely phenomenal, and we would love to be a huge part of it. So
that's awesome. Tell me if this picture looks familiar.
Yep.
That was me this afternoon at our local Walmart / Subway. But home for the final night, so I'm going to kick back, have a couple, join you gentlemen for a few laughs.
Awesome. What you got there, James?
Subway
cards. Hold on a second. Let me go get mine.
But we picked up some Taco Bell, some Starbucks, and McDonald's cards earlier today, along with some stuff for the Christmas baskets that we're doing.
I have those pictures coming up. Here's our cards. Those are all Walmart stands you got today.
Those are going to be perfect for the guys that are last minute shopping for Christmas.
Okay, this is a perfect segment to show these pictures. I'm going to go through some pictures here. And this one here, I'm going to start with ours.
All right.
These are the bags that all this stuff is going in. And that's the girl stuff. A little bit of extra that I couldn't get into the picture. This is for dogs. We're making some dog baskets. And there's the guy's stuff.
Dog baskets.
That was a good idea. The gloves and the tools. We didn't think about that.
You guys got hand sanitizers. Your pictures are coming up next. Here's yours. These are the bags you guys got.
Yep.
And this is what is going in it. That's the guys. This is what James got. James, the Underwoods, James and Lori. Now that hand sanitizer, is that the way? Oh, I love it. Then you got green and red, or green and pink, or whatever that is. That's the lady stuff. But I love the colors, Christmas colors. There's the hand sanitizer. We didn't get any hand sanitizer. That was a great idea. And your receipt.
And the chocolate.
That was pretty cool. I'm gonna throw in a commercial since we did all that. Let me throw in a commercial right here. Be right back, guys.
All right.
I'm not sure what this is. She has them in order, so I'm just starting with the first one.
Welcome to Trucker Safety Divas, a weekly show for those women in the trucking industry. From truck drivers to trucking wives and family members, dispatchers, mechanics, and more. Started by Angela Baum, a truck driver for FedEx, who teams with her husband Larry and their 2 dogs, Gizmo and Bandit. And Lori Underwood, a trucker's wife who rides with her husband James and their 2 dogs, Thor and Lady. Join them every week as they tackle tough trucking topics that affect all of us women in the trucking industry. Join us every Saturday right here at Trucker Safety Divas at 7 p.m.
Oh shoot! That picture's. Oh man. Okay, sorry, James. You were hidden.
That's okay. I don't mind being chocolate Santa.
The divas are awesome.
They are absolutely awesome.
Okay, let's go run through some more comments here.
And of course,
Happy
if it wasn't for the divas, we wouldn't be here doing this because they do most of our research.
And she set this up for me. All I'm doing is clicking down the line. She has everything in order for me. Man, she's awesome. Kathy says, thank you, everybody. Katie Blankenship, cool. Tell them hi. Brandy, hi, Justin and James and Larry.
Hello, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
And Katie,
And
I will
Daniel.
definitely tell them hi for you.
I already did that one.
Yeah.
Did I back up?
No, you didn't back up. I think he probably because of the lag, he asked it a second time.
Ah. And Robin Marie Berger says, hi, James.
Hi, Robin.
And then Robin says, hi, Larry. And then Mike says, about time, Larry. I don't know about what, Mike. Don A. Arbow. I probably tore up your name. I'm sorry, Don. Hey, everyone from Montaukton, New Brunswick, Canada. Well, hello
Nice.
there.
Hey.
Yeah, welcome, Don.
Randy.
says error.
That's not funny. Error 404.
Something
That's
behind
back in
that?
the days of AOL. Everything was error 404 something.
Robin says, hi, Justin.
Justin, your fur baby didn't like you waking him up.
Oh no, he's been awake the whole time. When he's home, he does not sleep. He gets all the sleep in the world on the truck.
Oh, wait, what happened? Crap. Sorry.
Now you've
Sorry. Don't know what I'm doing here. Here's come another one from Cassandra. I love your questions, Cassandra. Thank you. If you can
We
talk
already
about
answered that
it.
question.
Did I back
Yeah,
up?
we already answered that once.
All right.
I think
This is
we did.
new. Kathy Hilton. My husband had to pick up $40,000 worth in pennies. That was very interesting. That would be very interesting. They're probably heavy too.
Yeah. Downside of being on the road. If that's too sensitive, then what is a lesson you have learned from a person or experience you had? The downside of being on the road for most of the drivers I know is that they're out here alone. I don't have that problem because my wife rides with me.
Mine would be missing my family. I'm on the road. I got my wife, but I miss my kids, my grandkids. I miss family.
Justin,
Yeah, my
better
biggest
answer this right.
downside.
She's in the
Biggest
next
downside
room.
of
She
being
could
on the
probably
road, I
hit you.
mean, of course, she was actually just sitting right in front of me. But no, my biggest downside of being on the road really is actually being away from family. I've also got my two children up in southeastern Connecticut with their mother and stepfather. So, but next to the family, honestly, just sometimes when you're running hard, you run yourself into the ground so fast, and it almost feels like there's never enough time for sleep. And
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing, really.
Sleep is hard for me. It's hard for me to sleep when Angie's driving. She hits the brakes, and the first thing I do is I wake up to make sure everything's okay. It's like I'm
No
such a
offense,
light sleeper.
but I'm sure someone watching out there is thinking it. I'm just going to say it. Women drivers.
Do what? I didn't hear it.
I'm just going to say it because I'm sure someone out there is thinking it. Women drivers.
She's actually a really good driver. I just want to stay alert if there's an emergency of any kind. But she's
one thing. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that's actually one thing I'm looking forward to with Chris getting her CDL. Her and I have very similar driving patterns. So from going from the truck to our personal vehicle, we both kind of like to play with the car and whip it around a little bit from time to time. But we both have the general mentality of common courtesy, mutual respect to others on the road, and the way we handle the vehicle. So she's definitely someone I'm looking forward to sharing the truck with, not just as a partner, but as a teammate, and chasing miles.
Yeah. Have you team drove before?
I have. I actually got my license through CRST, which is a team mandatory learning company.
Right.
I had, I had my trainer, the first teammate I chose, the second teammate I chose. I had a third one, which I picked out of a list. And then I went to actually become a trainer. I trained 3 individuals. And then from there, I went back to team driving, one more individual, which I teamed with. And from there, I actually transferred to the dedicated division and took on running flatbed.
Are you doing flatbed now?
No, I pull a dry van, unfortunately. So, but
yeah, I didn't like flatbed. I'm too old for flatbed. That's too much work.
How I feel. When I was still with CRST, they actually had me running dedicated as a floater. So I went around to wherever they needed me, but primarily they had me running their Home Depot accounts out of North and Southern Jersey. So going everywhere from Baltimore to DC to Philadelphia, and then the northern end of Jersey, you're running pretty much all 5 boroughs of New York City and into Long Island. And I do not recommend that to anyone. It was fun, but traffic wasn't. I mean, especially in the cold winter. No, thank you.
No, I try to avoid that section. I do not like it.
I will recommend to anybody, if anyone ever has questions about running in or out of New York, I will by all means give as much information as I can or share with them.
I'm gonna call you every time I go in there.
Between the LIE and the Cross Bronx Expressway, it can be hell, but if you know the roads, you get to learn them. It's just like anywhere else, really. You've been through there 100 times, and it's like, I turn where? I got this.
I have a hoodie, and it says "People call me Wrong Way Larry," and that was in Brooklyn, Flatbush. Going live.
Just a small notion of mentioning names. Entering the room, I kind of had to throw in there the big spoon after you called me that the other day. Or after you told me that's what we're going to call me from now on. So if anyone's wondering about that, it's when I was running the Home Depot account, I had a buddy over there. We joked that, I promise, joking only. But for some reason, one day we were talking and joking around or whatever else, and he goes, "Well, you're just a big spoon now, aren't you?" And it's just kind of stuck ever since. Hence I jokingly said it to you the other day, and you said, "Oh, well, we're just gonna have to call Justin Big Spoon from now on." So
We're
I
gonna
might
have to
be
make
losing
you
the
up a
whole
T-shirt.
handle.
We're gonna make you up a T-shirt that says that.
They call me Big Spoon.
We're gonna do that. You expect a shirt coming your way.
Oh dear Lord, help me! What have
Noah.
I done?
He wants crab legs. We went to crab legs to dinner tonight. We had all you can eat
I
crab
saw
legs.
that earlier. I was a little jealous, actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, me
We
too.
love that place. We try to hit it every time we come home. Chris says another happy birthday. And we got an update in Maine. It's snowing in Maine.
Yeah.
From Brent. Okay, I can't see this guy's name. Colony Kelly? I guess it's supposed to be it. It is a little like bees ready to comes over. Twos, do's, a little what? Okay. You guys get that?
No.
I think I'm a little lost with that one, too.
Sorry. And Cassandra. Chasing Miles. Woohoo!
Okay, I have to admit, Cass is actually the middle child, and as soon as Mom kind of pitched the idea to her, she was like, "I'm on board. I'll do whatever you need. I'll help online, blah, blah, blah." So she's kind of like automatically #1 supporter. So thank you, Cass.
Nice. She can be your media rep.
She'll have an appointed position.
Just a little.
Chris is in the other room. She does need to be a media rep.
She can run your page. Daniel, have a good night, guys. I am getting ready to get headed to New Mexico. All right. I guess you're gonna go to bed.
Good luck. Good luck, Daniel. No, I think he's getting ready to drive.
Calling. Takes the 3 front upper pony. Okay, sorry, I'm not getting that. Oh, and Angie wants me to do another commercial. Why does it do this?
He killed
Sooner
Dingbert?
or later, we got to talk about ours.
Do we? Okay, we do this commercial. We'll come back and we'll talk about ours. Ready, guys? Here we go.
Please visit Troops to Trucking on Facebook. Are you a soldier who is ready to lead the service? Are you looking for a career where your military skills will be of value? Why not look into becoming a truck driver? The sole purpose of Troops to Trucking is a group to help assist military veterans and active duty preparing to transition in their efforts to become professional truck drivers. We are proudly partnered with Truckers TV and Truckers on TV.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
I'm sitting here chatting with Angie, and we're back. And she's like, have you talked about hours of service yet? Like, no.
I think Larry brought it up in the pre-show.
I was getting all caught up on these comments. I guess we can't keep up on the comments. Can't keep up on the comments and do a show.
Not really, no.
Well, I got to put this one up there, though. Got to have that. You 3 have great wives.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Brandy. Oh, wait, there's Dawn. I got to put Dawn up there.
I'm waiting to hear commentary from that one from the other room.
They're going to come in with music. Dun, dun,
She
dun,
hasn't
dun,
earned
dun,
that status
We're the best,
yet.
we're the best, we're the best. Mine is the best. All right, so let's see if there's any more actual questions. I'm going to scroll really quick through here. I'm looking for Cassandra, actually. No more questions from Cassandra. Okay. So I have some notes here. Angie made these notes. It's pretty much the basic.
No, he said he
Of
was
what
looking
we-
for Cass.
I'll scroll for another question from Kat. Okay, Brandy has a very important question. Larry, you take your medicine. Yes, Brandy, I did.
Yeah, but the problem is James is also subject to squirrel moments, and I don't take meds.
So what? You're either nuts or you collect them.
No, I'll be talking to you like this and smoke.
Well, for a while there, I was taking memory pills, but then I forgot to take them.
I mean, seeing as we're on the subject, I'll admit there's a few I'm supposed to take too. You know, I haven't really taken care of myself since I got in the industry, so I've got a little bit of high blood pressure. So, but other
If
than
it wasn't for Angie making me take my pills, like actually putting them in my hand and handing me a bottle of water, I probably wouldn't be taking them.
sorry, the dog's trying to drink my beer.
We just got ours. They're gone. Our dogs are gone.
Yeah. When I got retired, I had a few that I was supposed to be taking, but I stopped taking them all about a year before I started driving truck. So
Most of what I actually take now is actually vitamins. So
yeah, most of mine were pain meds for the neck surgery and the nerve damage in my hand. I learned to deal with it, so I just said to hell with them.
I know this isn't part of the platform, but does anybody want a horse? He will not leave me alone tonight.
What is it? What is his name, and how much does he weigh?
Rio, and he's as big as a horse. He weighs about I'd say he's about 85 pounds, give or take.
85. And what's his name?
Rio.
Rio. Okay, I like that name, Rio. Right on.
Yeah, you know, actually, like James, your dog. When we first got Rio, actually, the idea was we named him Thor, mainly because of the white across his face, and it kind of looks like Thor's hammer. However, you know how we always end up making pet names or extend the name into a pet name. Well, Honey apparently was calling him Thorio, and Rio. It stuck, and that, like, he wouldn't answer to Thor, he wouldn't answer to Rio, he wouldn't answer to Thorio. He just started answering to Rio for some reason. So it was like Rio, and so it was almost a Thor, but Rio it is. And you know, Rio is one of those names you don't really hear of. So I'm kind of glad it worked out that way because it's different. You know,
I've never known a dog named Rio.
We actually called ours Thoramus a lot.
Thoramus a lot.
Thormus.
Oh, Thermos. Thor the Thermos.
More than anything, he'll answer to bear.
Okay.
So your dogs choose their names.
Pretty much, yeah.
In a sense, it kind of evolves. I mean, it's a shame that our kids can't do that, you know?
Seriously.
What?
Well, Brandy has a very important message to you, James. Or Justin, sorry.
Come here, then.
You need to take your meds, Justin.
I'll say this much.
I can't take him out, but
I'll say this much. My wife is in the other room, so she hasn't yelled at me about taking them yet. So slow down.
She will now. She will now.
See, he heard his name a couple times, so he had to come up front.
Cassandra's going to get us back on track here. What happens when you hit your 70 hours?
Woo! We take a 34-hour break.
Yeah, we shut down for 34 hours.
Time off.
Okay.
Yay!
Would you guys like me to go ahead and really take this one and run with it?
Absolutely.
Yes, please go ahead.
Go for it.
All right. So pretty much the way the 70 hours works, you're given 70 hours in your week. You're allowed to use it over a period of 8 days. When you run out of that time, you're either required to use a 34-hour reset where you go off duty or sleeper berth or pretty much just out of the truck in general, but you have to change it. Um, After 34 hours, it automatically allows you to refresh your entire clock for 70. There is a catch where if you run out of time, you can overlap your clock on the you earn back whatever you used on day one and so on. So it's like, say you start Monday, well, 8 days later would be the following Tuesday, the week after. So on that Tuesday, you get the first Monday back again. So you almost never run out of hours if you use them properly.
If you stay under 9.5 hours every day, you
Yep.
could drive forever.
It took me quite a while actually, but 9.5 is really the key target if you never
Yep.
want to run out of hours.
Yeah, that's kind of what me and Angie too. You hit that 9.5 hour mark, and we shut down, and we swap.
Yep, use that extra half hour to an hour between yourselves on your swap, and you
Yep.
guys will never ever run out, and you'll utilize the most time to be able to get miles throughout the week.
Yeah.
There was one time I was actually running for under Caterpillar account, and the best paycheck I'd ever seen when I was with CRST, and actually we ended up utilizing, I think, as a team, we totaled almost just under 7,000 miles for the week. So it averages out about 3,500 a piece. I mean, even in a slow truck that's governed at 67, 68, it's still possible as long as you utilize that clock.
Yep. And that's some good running there.
Go back here. Daddy will take you out in a little bit.
All right, Justin, can I just tell you how awesome Cassandra is? She is freaking amazing. This is from Cassandra. Does your 10-hour reset feel like 10 hours or more like 2 hours? What really gets me is me and Angie will swap. We'll talk a little bit. I'll hang out there with her for an hour. So now I'm down to my 8.5 hours now. I'll go back there. I'll crash for a good 7 hours, 6 hours. And then I'll climb up front and I'll be like this. Can I drive yet? Can I drive yet? I'm ready to drive.
Yeah.
I'm ready to drive. And when I was solo, I would shut down, play a little bit on my phone, maybe a little video games, chill for about an hour, sleep for about 6, wake up. Now I got 2.5, 3 hours to just sit there and wait till my 10 hours are up. And I can't go back to sleep. I'm awake now. That's what I just sit there.
Yeah, I have many days where it's like that. Just starting off with joining the platform and everything. Rio, go. Running by myself, running solo without my partner on board. It's really hard at the end of the day. You run out your 10, if not even your full 14-hour shift, and your mind doesn't stop. Like, you could be beat dead tired, and the last thing you want to do is lay down because you've been in such a relaxed position driving all day. It's almost like you're laying down, but you're upright. And so once you get into that laying down position, it's like, it doesn't stop for me. And, I'll want to take an hour or two to myself, playing on my phone, playing a video game, watching TV. Now, having Chris on the truck with me, it's a different story. The missus always kind of pulls you along, no matter whether it's said or whether it's acted upon. And just last week, we had a day, we were running until almost 2, 3 a.m. 14-hour was done. That truck wasn't even getting off the interstate yet. Dog was on the floor with bedding. She was already pretty much in bed. All I had to do was change my status and get in the bunk, and she was out.
Yeah. For me, it's the same way. With my wife and dogs on the truck with me. Once I stop, we got to make dinner.
Go.
We got to eat. We got to take the dogs out. Then I like to sit back and relax for a little while with them. I can usually get about an hour, maybe 2 hours, but then I've got to get up and crawl up in my bed and go to sleep because 5 or 6 hours later, here it is, time to get up and get driving again. So
Yeah, because unfortunately, there's just something about the body. Even though you've been running a full day, you can finally shut your brain off for a moment, away from focusing on the road and everything that's around you at all times. And like you just don't really know that there is no real mechanism to shut you down all the time. And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Unfortunately, most truckers, most of us, I'm sure you guys can relate. It doesn't happen when you're in that truck alone. You can't just jump in that bed and be like, good night. Nope, nope, ain't happening.
No way.
For me, it's actually not that way because being in the military for 25 years, I learned to get sleep when I could get it. So I can sleep standing up. I can take a 30-minute nap while I'm sitting in the seat at a shipper. I can drink a cup of coffee, go lay down in my bed, and 5 minutes later I'm snoring.
I've actually read articles about how they train you guys to sleep. So, I mean, I do believe it. I have tried it myself, but the only comfort I really find with Chris being on the truck is that I've got her to hold and cuddle, really. So, I mean, I can kind of shut down a little bit faster mentally and physically with her being there. But, when we go team again, it's gonna be a whole nother ball game all over again.
Well, and, like me, like I said, with the military, I can literally sleep with my eyes open. I can be sitting next to Lori, staring at the TV, and I'm dead asleep, and she doesn't even realize it.
I gotta admit, you guys are killing me. You're sitting there smoking, and I can't smoke inside. So I'm gonna get my coat real quick and step out with the phone.
Absolutely.
All right, so Larry, let's hit some of them notes.
All right. So an important thing is the 2-hour rule, where you can extend your hours. If I can find it.
You're talking about the 8 and 2 split and the 7 and 3 split.
No, not the splits.
No, he's right actually.
There, adverse conditions. If you're driving in adverse conditions, huh?
Safe haven rule.
Yes, safe haven rule. So if you're coming up on your 11 hours and they don't want you to stop in the middle of the freeway, and if you were delayed of road conditions, weather, accidents, traffic, construction, they give you an additional 2 hours to get to a safe haven, so you don't have to stop on the side of the road.
Or even lack of availability for parking.
Even lack of ability. Yep. I've used that a few times.
Unfortunately, I find myself manipulating that rule as often as possible.
I've actually never used the adverse conditions rule. I've done the 7 and 3 splits and the 8 and 2 splits, but I've never done the adverse conditions.
So I've never done the splits. You want to tell us a little bit about the splits?
The splits are actually really easy. All you have to do is, for the 8 and 2 split, I use it mostly when I'm doing live loads, live unloads, because a lot of those shippers and stuff, you're sitting for 2 or 3 hours while they unload your truck. So while you're sitting there waiting on them to unload, while you're sitting there waiting for them to unload you, you go ahead and put yourself in off duty. That pauses your 14-hour clock. Then when you go back to driving, your 14-hour clock will restart. You drive out your 14-hour clock, whatever remains of your 14-hour clock or your 11-hour drive time clock. You can finish those out by either driving, stopping on duty, whatever. once you hit that extended 14-hour time limit, you have to go into sleeper berth for the long portion of the break, whether it be the 8 hours or the 7 hours. You must log yourself into sleeper berth. If you log anything else, you're in violation of the regulation.
Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Pretty much. Yeah, so pretty much you can end up either waiting on your pickup or delivery. What I've actually found with the e-logs, the system will actually automatically pick it up no matter what. Even after a 10. Oh, hold on. I'm going to explain this one. I got you, James. So I've actually noticed if I've done a 10-hour sleeper berth reset and I go about my day, I spend, I drive however 100 miles, I get to my pickup and I go to the sleeper berth because I'm waiting so long, just because, sleeper or off. But if I happen to push sleeper for that minimum of 2 or 3 hours, it actually imitates an 8-2 or 7-3 split automatically, unless I actually finish out the clock after that. Then it, for somewhere within an hour, I think, of rolling, it reverts back to the 14-hour clock. So we use one of the newer systems. It's called Samsara. I do not recommend it under any circumstances. It has glitches galore between using my phone and the tablet. The tablet is slow because it runs off of the truck's Wi-Fi. But it's crazy what that they modified the 8-2 split just for COVID to be a 7-3 split, and it doesn't really help you, except in the expense that if you end up having to manipulate that previous 10-hour clock, then you can extend the full part of the shift by those extra 2 or 3 hours.
Yep. When I worked with Werner, their elog system did automatically, as soon as you sat in off duty for 2 hours, it stopped your 14-hour clock. And it was a pain in the butt because then I had to remember
until you came back on.
I had to remember when my original 14 ran out if I didn't want to do the split. The one I'm running now,
I've done that a few times with Samsara. Sorry, go ahead.
The one I'm running now, since I switched over companies, this one will not pick up the split unless I click a button on it that says will pair sleeper berth. So
right.
I have to literally tell it I'm going to take the 14. I'm going to take the split.
Yeah, with my elogs department, what they'll actually do is if I don't do that myself, they'll automatically go in the next day and they'll add the note saying that like will pair with sleeper berth ball or won't pair with sleeper berth. And I'm like, why are you guys messing with my logs? Just leave it alone. It was fine.
Yeah.
But even then, half the time, it's either if they didn't do it, the glitch in the system picked it up and tried to do it automatically. So it's like they almost have to go in there anyway to make sure it's cleared or if they can clear it legally or not. So it's just pain in the butt.
Yeah, the splits, I don't recommend doing them if you can avoid it. But
I've never needed to.
But we all know what some of these shippers and receivers can be like. I've had one that took 5 hours to unload 3 pallets. So I'd rather be rolling, making the money for at as many of those hours as I can. So I took the split.
I'm guessing you've never pulled for Amazon then.
Oh, yes, many times.
Oh, I'm sure you've heard the stories of pulling an empty trailer for an envelope.
Yep. I've actually done it. My load was 10
I've done
pounds.
similar, so.
My BOL literally said 10 pounds, and I went 1,000 miles with it.
Wow. Hey, guys, I'm going to play another commercial here. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Treat a Trucker was started by Larry and Angela Baum in March of 2021. They started Treat a Trucker to help feed truck drivers during the pandemic. to say thank you for keeping America going. Since then, they have gifted over 700 truck drivers with a free meal in the form of a gift certificate. It is their way of giving back to the trucking community and thanking our drivers for sacrificing time away from home and family to help supply America. Make a donation today at Treat a Trucker on Facebook to give a truck driver a free meal today. We are also so excited to announce the addition that Lori and James Underwood are joining us to help gift even more truckers.
And now we got to add Justin in.
We were just talking about that. Me and Angie.
Speaking of which, I thought I recognized a certain couple in there.
That was you. Almost like you were looking in a mirror.
That it was. Me and Chris. I'm just not wearing my work hat today.
I got one more commercial, guys. Sorry.
Truckers TV, presented to you by the original multi-stream trucking platform. Truckers TV is built by truckers for truckers and is a proudly veteran-owned business that has recently just partnered with the Weather Channel. Truckers TV is about truckers coming together and sharing their life on the road through their windshield. Come join us and learn about the ins and outs of the trucking industry. Follow all of our amazing truckers and their lives on Truckers TV, streaming 24/7 on Facebook.
Trucker TV. We have got to thank Trucker TV. These guys are awesome. Dennis and Arnie, amazing people.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I recognized Dennis in that last photo there.
Yep. And pretty soon you're going to be a treat.
I recognize that red truck in there.
Yours.
Yep. Although y'all might not recognize it now because I decorated up for Christmas.
That's what we're going to do.
Oh boy.
Yep.
We got it decorated up inside and out.
Rio, they don't want you on the camera. They asked me to be here, not you.
And I have an announcement that Angie told me about during the commercials. In an hour from now, whatever time it is now, we're on 9:00. Angie and Lori are going to go live. They have an update on Catherine.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
Nice,
Catherine.
nice.
Not nice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, it's not good.
I was saying nice to the fact that they have an update, but I haven't heard.
It's not a good update, but I'll let them talk. Angie was on the phone the whole time with her while we were on the show. I thought she was in there watching, but she wasn't. She was on the phone with Kathleen. Catherine. Why don't you call her Kathleen? I'm sorry, Kathleen. Catherine. Wait, what? Catherine. Oh, I'm so bad with names.
Yeah.
Pros and cons about paper logs and e-logs. Do you guys have any notes on that or any thoughts on that?
Well, I started driving when most of the industry had swapped over to the e-logs, but I did paper logs for the first year I drove. The advantage of paper logs was we had a little more control. We were able to fudge things a little bit.
Yeah. Running 3 books.
What's an extra 15 or 30 minutes here or there?
Yeah.
Right.
I started it with paper logs, and then e-logs came out, and I had such a hard time with the e-logs because I had it down. Those paper logs, I had it down. I couldn't fudge anymore.
Well, I got them down pretty good. Had them down pretty good from with that first year I ran because I was running from Seattle to Burnaby, British Columbia every day and back. So sometimes sitting at the border was a 4 or 5 hour wait, and I could fudge my logs a little bit to make it to where I made it within my 14.
Yeah, and I was with Swift, so we were doing 62 miles an hour, so I could fudge a lot. I had a lot of room to fudge.
Then I went to Werner, and yeah, they they've been doing elogs since the 90s. So, yeah, I had no choice. And you can't really fudge the elogs too much.
No, you can edit every line but the drive line.
Yep.
She was like, I'd love to meet you guys.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was like, it's already late.
Yeah, so I don't mind the elog. I kind of like it. You don't have to add. You don't have to fill anything out.
You don't have
pretty
to count.
You don't have to count. Just look on that screen and see how much time you have to drive. I like it.
Tell her.
Yeah, I do too. And as long
And
as
DOT.
you,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
as long as you log everything as you're doing it, you're golden. I mean, DOT doesn't fuss too much about it. Like me, I put myself on duty fueling if I stop for fuel. If I'm not stopped for fuel, other than that, I'm off duty most of the time.
Yeah. And if DOT wants to see your logs, just click out and go, here you go.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much. That's what I've pretty much found.
Or what's your
Ever
email?
since I first started driving, actually, I never, I haven't had to run paper. I actually had an instance where I should have, and thankfully I only got a warning. So, but other than that, I mean, I've never had to run them. So, I apparently had a bad sensor on the truck. CRST, when I first started as a floater, they wanted me to move a truck from Carlisle to the main terminal in Cedar Rapids, and it had a bad GPS sensor in the Qualcomm. It alerted me that it went down 3 times, but each time I stopped to attempt to start paper logs, it said it came back on. I'm rolling. Well, about 2 weeks later, I got stopped in coming through South Dakota, and sure enough, he was like, "Yeah, send me your log." Blah, blah. Email them over. How did you go from here in Ohio to here in Missouri while being in sleeper berth? And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh crap. So he was like, all right, look, I'll give you a moment. If you can come up with the log, I'll let it slide. So I got on the horn with elogs, and sure enough, they were like, just download this app. You can write up. You can make that day alone. Blah blah blah. Like we'll go into the computer, and I'll tell you the info. You just punch it, make the log look like this. I'm like, 10 minutes before I could get it done, the officer walks back over to the truck and says, "Don't worry about it. You've been warned. Have a good day." Shucks, thanks.
That was cool.
What I found out, but unfortunately, what I found out later was even a warning ticket still does go on your DAC report and gives you points. So keep that in mind. If you ever have an issue with elogs and you're unsure, by all means, still, you know what? Take a day, write a paper log for that day because you knew there was an issue with it, or even just download an app in your phone to run a secondary log for such and such day. So
I was just going to bring that up. They should always have a logbook on your truck in case the e-logs go down.
Oh, and that's just it. It's actually required by law that you have a book available in the event that they go down. Good job, Larry or James. Sorry.
Within arm's reach when you're buckled into the seat.
Yep. I keep mine right above my head.
Well,
mine stays in the clipboard, which is either usually on the passenger seat or up in the windshield if Honey's with me.
Yep, this is the folder I take into the shipper with me to hold all my BOLs and all that while I'm actually running the load, and that's where my logbook stays just in case.
Yep. So you guys got anything else to add here?
No, because the rest of the elog, the rest of the hours of service thing is pretty simple. I mean, within your first 8 hours of the day, you got to take a 30-minute break. I usually will run 3.5 to 4 hours and then take the break so that it evens out, so I don't have to take multiple 30-minute breaks to run out my 11-hour clock. But other than that, it's pretty simple.
I've actually noticed having the dog on board, you can't always break that first 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I usually if they get on to me, because I always take them out right before I get rolling and stuff. But if they got to go, I'll stop. I'll put myself off duty for 5 or 10 minutes, take them out, do what they got to do, get back in the truck, get back on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lori
that's what I'll do
gave
with
us some
Rio.
pictures to put.
Uh-oh.
Driving time on the road can only be 11 hours, 30-minute break if driver exceeds 8 hours. Max working time can be 14 hours, 10 hours off time after work. There you go.
There you go.
That was from Lori.
That's it in a
And
nutshell.
she gave us a diagram of the elog.
Yep.
That's not
pretty
just
much what it
any
looks like.
elog. That's Qualcomm.
Yes, it is.
That's what we run.
That's actually what I'm running right now.
Is that a picture of yours?
Oh.
No, that's
No.
one she found online and downloaded. But that's pretty much exactly what I've got. In fact, if I go to my graph,
First line is off duty. Second line is sleeper berth. Third line is drive. So you see that they drove. I can't make that out. How many they drove? I really should need glasses. But the bottom is
2, 3
on duty.
hours. They did 3 hours. Took a 30-minute an hour, about an hour and 15-minute on duty.
It
not
looks like they
driving,
started
and
at
then
2
they
hours on
drove
duty.
1,
Two-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6
And then
hours
stop
in sleeper
for
berth.
another 2.5.
Drove for like 30 minutes, and then, or no, went on duty for their 15-minute pre-trip, and then drove for till after midnight.
Yep. Ooh, okay, my eyes are strained from looking at that. Seriously.
Yeah, that hurt.
It really did. I was trying to even use the cursor, move it.
Well, you got to think, I'm doing this I'm looking at it on my phone. So it's even smaller for me.
It is even smaller for you. We got some Facebooks here.
Oh,
Huh? I lost them. All right, so let's just take some comments here.
okay.
It's back there. Brandy was saying, "Thank you for the reminder about Amazon." I think she's probably waiting on a package. Rita Dell, good conversation, you handsome truckers. I appreciate knowing all of y'all since I found you a few months ago after my sweet trucker hubby went to his heavenly home. And I miss him much and also the road. So I enjoy watching as y'all are running down the highway, and I can see out your windshield. And I love that. Thank you so much. God bless. Love you all. Hope your Thanksgiving was a blessed day with the family. Talk to you later. Good night. Good night, Rita.
Good night, Miss Rita.
And then we got Facebook users. Hi, James. These are all from Facebook. Just Facebook users.
I'm at my baby sister's house in Waynesboro, Mississippi.
But I'm getting the stink eye over here.
Larry, what is the pets reg from DOT?
I'm not really sure, actually. It's a company.
I didn't know there was a pet reg from DOT.
No,
I thought it was
think
just
it's-
company.
I think it's just company. Company will let you
mean-
have it or not, and
I mean,
Make
I
you
know
pay
they
a
got to have.
deposit.
I know that they got to have all their shots, and they got to be, they got to be licensed, have all their shots and all that. But other than that, I don't think there is a reg from DOT on them.
yeah, I don't think there
Oh.
is either.
Mike said goodnight.
Chad, so if you have a short 5-hour run to the receiver, can you take your 30-minute break while you're getting unloaded?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And actually, now your 30-minute break can actually be done while you're on duty.
Yes, my Qualcomm does that.
Yeah.
It freaked me out at first.
DOT recently changed that. I think it was early this year they changed it. But yeah, 30 minutes on duty, not driving, counts as your 30-minute break.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and then it happened on my Qualcomm, and it's like, whoa, I got my 8 hours back. Like crazy.
Yeah, when it first happened to me, I actually called Logs at Werner and asked them about it, and they said, "Oh no, that got changed. You can do that now." That came into play right about the same time as the 7 and 3 split did.
Yeah, and Rita says, "Thank you for reading my post. Love you. Good night."
We love you too, Miss Rita. Brian.
Hello, Larry and James from Chris Johnson. Oh, from Brian. That's the next one from Brian Sellers. And then Chris Johnson was the next one that I was reading at.
Oh, Justin got kicked out.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Sorry about
He's
that,
back, but I don't see him. His camera's not on it. I see a blank spot, but not him.
Well, click on it. See if you can bring him back in.
I did. It just comes up as a blank.
Ah.
Darn it. There he is. Oops, shit. I double clicked on it and you were there and gone.
Sorry about that, guys. Actually, my Wi-Fi cut out while you were doing hours of service and showing the Omnitrax Qualcomm. So I ran out to the truck to try to.
Uh-oh.
Come back. Come back. I'm going to knock him out and maybe he'll come back. Nope, still not back. Chris says, happy holiday, guys. Thanks for keeping American rolling. Be safe.
Well, thank you, Chris.
Why does it keep moving? I don't like when it does that. So I think I got to click it off.
Yeah, that's the whole Facebook thing. I hate it because you click on it and it automatically goes either all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom of the comment line.
Yeah, and it goes for it just. All right. All right, James. Good show, man. Love you.
Absolutely.
Wrap this thing up.
All right, Larry. I think Lori and I are going to go live here shortly after we get off, so we can show everybody the Christmas decks on the truck.
I can't wait to see that. Yes.
And then after that, I know Lori is going to go live with Angie for the update on Catherine.
Right on. Yep. And then the show is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central.
Absolutely.
The Divas.
And tomorrow during the day, of course, I will go live on Trucker TV and Rolling with the Underwoods while we roll down the road. So.
Yes, awesome. And Justin is back. Let's say goodbye to him.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right. We're wrapping it up right now. We already said our goodbyes. Would you like to throw in some goodbyes here?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I'd like to say, thanks for having me on the show tonight.
Oh, man, it was our pleasure.
Conversation.
Well, actually, Justin, I thought we were talking about you being on the show every Friday night. or as often as
Well,
possible.
now. Well, I mean, seeing as I am a moderator in the group now, I guess I must have to partake a little more than often, huh?
I'm down with that. You were great on here, Justin. You were absolutely great. It was a pleasure having you.
And actually, we talked about making you an admin, I thought.
No, you did. Larry acknowledged that y'all already made me a moderator. He didn't really acknowledge the admin commentary.
I'm out of it. I don't even know the difference between those things. And Angie's the boss.
Okay, well we'll get it straightened out, but you got my vote to join us permanent.
Yes, you got my vote to join us permanently. Absolutely.
There we go.
I'm game.
I think
awesome.
I think we finally made an executive decision on our own on the mail show. Woohoo!
No, we made a decision on our own. Sorry, I don't care. We made a decision. She doesn't agree.
Well, on that note, either way, I'm leaving
She's
out
joking.
tomorrow afternoon. Big man Rio, he's got to go get his up-to-date shots and everything, but him and I will be doing our feed. I'm going to try the double window on my phone. Unfortunately, it heats up a lot when it does that, so I don't know how much streaming I'll really be able to partake in, especially with Chris staying home, getting her CDL. But I will still be live streaming as much as or as often as possible.
Awesome. People love it. I love it.
Justin, what I usually do when I'm streaming by myself, I just show them what's going on outside the window, and I talk to them. I don't bother with the double window on my phone.
Yeah, I never do it. If it's just me, I never do it. It's only when it's us two together. But when it's just me, I don't do it. Mine's just facing out the window.
To be honest, I didn't catch much of that. My Wi-Fi is messing up again.
Keep it out the window.
Yep. Just keep it out the window. Don't do double window.
We'll contact you later, man.
Yep.
We gonna say goodnight now?
I caught the catch you later, so.
Yeah, we'll contact you later and tell you to keep it out the window. No double one.
All right. Well, either way, you guys have a great night. It's been a pleasure being on here. I look forward to future broadcasts, and I guess I'll just catch you guys later on.
Awesome.
All right.
I'll catch you later on too, James. We'll see you right after the show.
All right.
Absolutely.
Good night.
We'll be watching. I want to see your truck.
All right. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Good night.